welcome to In the Kitchen series with Mrs. Jones. You know, sometimes it's quite difficult to get children to eat vegetables, and I always remember trying to say to my one of the first grandchildren we ever had, that there actually were carrots in carrot cake, and it was quite an experience. I mean, they loved the cake, but the thought of carrots being in there was just too much for them. Anyway, today we're going to make a really quite an unusual cake, but it's absolutely delicious, and I'm going to go straight to introducing you to who the person is going to be. It's a great friend of mine, Stephanie, all the way from sunny Brighton.
Hello.
Welcome to Glasgow. It's been wet since you've been
I know,
here.
it's such a shame, but no, it's still beautiful.
Because you always used to say to me that when you
never
came to
had bad
Scotland,
weather. Sit out there with my glass of wine in the garden, always beautiful, but that's fine.
you can live with that.
I can live with that.
For 1 year.
1 year.
We promise better weather
next year, no.
Okay, Stephanie, so what are we going to bake? What are you going to bake today for us?
This is an orange and lemon chickpea cake.
Wow.
And most people go, yeah, oh, chickpea. But it is delicious. And it's always a cake that when we serve, we never tell people what's in it. And then at the end, after they've eaten it, we go, so what do you think it was made of then? No one has ever guessed, which is really fun.
So this might be quite good for my grandchildren.
Definitely.
Squeeze in more vegetables.
Definitely.
without
You know, it's good protein, wonderful chickpeas, it's fabulous veggies. So it is a really good one, and the kids like it. It's light and it's airy. It's not too heavy, and it is very Moorish, can I just say.
Ooh, let's do it then. Let's do it.
Okay. So, first job. You want a can of chickpeas which you've drained and minced. You then pop them into your blender.
So you're doing all this in a food processor?
Yeah, it's a food processor, not a blender. Food
I can
processor.
feel myself hyperventilating
I know.
already.
Breathe. It's okay. But that's the other joy, that it's a quick, easy one, and it's not too much mess. Just check that's...
Yes, this is a big old-fashioned food processor.
Not quite sure about this.
Nearly 30 years, you've probably got the tiniest little elegant one.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. So I can work the buttons if you're happier with that.
Yes.
No, you can stand here.
So what we do here is we just blitz this until it's smooth.
Okay, I will put that on.
No, that's me. Sorry.
Oh. I know, we haven't got the blade in the centre, that's why.
That's me, sorry, I'm over eager. I'm trying to get you to make this cake quicker and quicker.
Hold on a second.
Yes. But as I say, for me, it's just because it's very quick. You know, if I'm having a party or an afternoon tea, I can get up and this is done and dusted before I've even emptied the dishwasher, really. Which is what I like.
There we go.
Okay, let's start again. Here we go. Just going to have a little check.
Right, so that's just pulsed
and
down.
That's just pulsing down. You're aiming to get it to be smooth. It doesn't have to be like flour, it just needs to be smooth. So we'll do one more pulse. So what we're going to do now is add the rest of the ingredients. Steady, Eddie. So in here, I've used caster sugar. It's 210 grams. You can use brown sugar, you can use white sugar. I just prefer the caster because it is smoother. And so again, it just makes your cake that little bit smoother. So
yeah, I can imagine if you use like a soft brown sugar or a molasses sugar, it would be really...
It'd be very sweet.
And quite caramelly as well.
So it just changes the flavour a little bit. I've tried all different ones. This just works better for me. So in here, we need baking powder. So it's half a teaspoon of baking powder. I, at home, use xanthan gum, which is what, if you are gluten-free, people will know about, and that's the gluten-free equivalent. So for me, but ordinary baking powder is fine. So what we're going to do then is pop in the eggs, and they just go in like that.
And are these medium eggs you're using?
Yeah, it's roughly about medium eggs. I don't think it wouldn't be the end of the world if it was large, but medium works better. And then we're going to use this, which is lovely. I've not had one of these
microplanes. Microplane, very posh. All my other videos, people notice this. Today they come with a handle, which is a bit more safe. A bit more safe, but
I love this.
I think they're
I
great.
know.
I don't know. I think they're under a tenner.
I know. I think I'll be talking to my husband about
yeah.
getting one of these. And then we want the zest of a lemon and an orange, and so we just zest this all in. And as I said to you, the joy of this is literally all in a bowl, less washing, which is always
I can
got to be
see
good.
that already.
Yes.
Yeah.
So trying not to get the pith in, just keep the zest going.
And you're using the whole lemon there.
Yeah. So what we're looking at is the whole lemon. For the zest, let's go on to the orange.
And have you worked this out according to your own, you and your family's personal taste? You know, the flavouring that's going in.
I mean, when I was given this recipe, you know, you always, we've had this discussion, you always tweak recipes.
Yes.
Wherever you get them, whoever book it is, whatever chef has put this together, you go, yeah, but I like a bit of this, and I'm like, oh, it's a bit sweet, or it's a bit sour. So, we always do the whole orange and lemon zest. With the juice later on, when I show it to you, we've reduced it a little bit, but again, I think you trial and error it and make it your own. It's that's the fun part of it. Right, one more little bit here. So just take off, don't miss all this goodies here. Ooh, needs to be a little bit taller.
Actually, I know you're holding that part of the blade, but it is quite a safe gadget.
Do you know, it is. I probably could have used my fingers. I was thinking, gosh, I'm on the film. Maybe I should just be a little bit careful. But I could have just run my fingers down.
Yes.
So, yes. So,
you got a little bit falling out the back. Let's catch it.
Let's catch that. So, then we pop back on our lid. Always important, we don't want to spray the kitchen with orange and lemon and chickpeas. And we just mix it up again. We don't need to do much because you don't want to over mix it. Push down all the goodies that are on the side.
It smells delicious.
It's really interesting because you think chickpeas, and I can hear lots of people going, yeah, but that's like straight.
Yes.
No. But go with it. So that's great. I'm going to give it one more, just a quick little pulse.
It actually looks like very runny hummus.
I know,
doesn't it?
Yes, we had this discussion, didn't we? Yes, it does, to be honest. Right, that can go over there because we're finished with that. So what we've got in here now, we've got cranberries. When I was given the recipe, it said sultanas, and we did it with sultanas, but because I think the cranberries work better, they're sharper, and it's this, you know, it's quite a sweet dish. And so I've chopped them up, and this is 90 grams of cranberries. At home we also use barberries, which are not as well known. I come from Brighton, and there's a lovely man, Mr. Jasmine, who has a deli in Seven Dials, and he brings them in from Iran. Barberries and dates and all sorts of things. And the barberries are tiny, and they are, they're really sharp, but with this, amazing. I've also done chocolate. A friend of ours has had major heart operation, and you can't use cranberries if you've had this. And so I didn't have any sultanas, and so I put chocolate in. So if you put quite dark chocolate in, that works as well. But I think try and error. Just see what's there. What's in it covered? Yeah. Oh, should we try a bit of apricot?
Yes.
Should we try some sour cherries? I think it's one you can adapt and you can make to your.
I always like the colour. I mean, I love cranberries, but I love the colour. I just think it's a rich jewel colour.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Stephanie, it smells.
Right, so shall I just repeat what we've got in here? So we've blitzed up the chickpeas,
Mhm.
we've added the 3 eggs, 210 grams of sugar, half a teaspoon of baking powder, the zest of an orange and a lemon, and we've now put in our cranberries. So what we've done earlier is we've lined an 8-inch baking tin. Ideally, a
You
loose
like
bottom,
it, yeah, loosely,
because
yeah.
I find it easier to come out.
Mhm.
Then, now this is where I might
Shall I
need
take?
your,
Yeah,
yes.
there we go. Shall I take this?
Yes,
first?
let's take that out so we don't
Don't need that.
just take that off there. Happy with that?
Yep.
And then we just pour it in. Now, sometimes the cranberries will sit on the bottom. I don't mind that. My daughter says, no, I like them to be floating all the way through. But, you take what you're given, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it's just lovely. That, my friends, is that.
That's it.
That
Wow.
is it. This is why I'm saying, you're having a dinner party, you're doing something, this is the easiest thing
Yes.
to do. This now goes into a preheated oven, 180 degrees, for 35 minutes. I will say, excuse me, I'll turn my back to you. Put it in there. So, 35 minutes. I will say that, depending on your oven, like mine at home, because it's fan assisted, only takes 30. So I think my thing is always check beforehand, but it's 35 minutes. It was beautiful when it came out of your oven then. That's it.
But I think you have to get to know your oven.
Yes,
which
you
was-
know your oven.
I always use, even though that's fairly new, it's 2 years old, and I understand how it
Yeah.
works. I always like to use an oven thermometer, and with
Yes.
some bakes, I even put a little earthenware bowl of water in there to get some steam in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's the whole thing is, not only do you know your family and you know what they like in their cakes and things like that, but you know your oven, you know how it works. And really that is it. The orange and lemon we'll use later. We've now got 35 minutes.
35 minutes for a quick tidy up and a cuppa.
Sounds good to me.
Great.
Great. So we've just taken the cake out of the oven. It's been in there 35 minutes. You just need to check, and what you're looking for, like most cakes, that when you bring it out, it's dry because
It's actually quite pale in colour compared to, a normal
Yes.
cake that has flour
Flour.
and butter.
yeah, it's definitely you don't because it's the chickpeas and stuff like that. But it just tastes.
Yeah.
So what we then do with the oranges and lemons that we've taken the zest off, we slice in half. In the original recipe that was given to me, it said to use the juice of 1 whole orange and 1 whole lemon. Over the years I've tweaked it and I only use half now. I find that's enough.
Yeah, it might get a bit tart.
Well,
or
and
soggy.
also soggy. So what we do now is we squeeze the juice. My thing says to pour. I like to squeeze.
Saves a job.
Saves the job,
And the
saves
squeezer.
washing up. So we just get that all over. What you will have noticed was the pips coming out, but that's fine. Just pop those.
Yeah, I just leave them. That's fine.
Added protein. Right, that's that. So that's that one. Then we've got the lemon. And I hear people go, oh, lemon! Whoa, look how much lemon she's putting in. But once it's in,
And yeah, because you're putting it in when it's hot, it
Yeah.
comes out the oven, it's evaporating and
Yeah.
soaking in anyway.
Now
So
this,
this, Stephanie, is what I would then slice and put in the freezer for serving with my gin and tonic. Waste not, want
Waste
not.
not, want not. No, I agree with you totally. This now has to sit here for 10 minutes.
Right, okay.
Just leave it as is, sits there for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, because you've got a loose bottom, take it, you sort of push your hand up, take it out, pop it onto the wire rack, and depending on whether, if it was maybe for a pudding, you would then serve it up with your creams or your fromage frais, ice cream, whatever you want to do. If it's going to be a cake, which is often what I do, it then sits there until it's cool.
Right, okay.
And I put a net over it just while it sits,
Mhm.
and then if you put it in an airtight tin,
Mhm.
it'll last, well, really last.
Yeah.
But it will last a few days.
So how long does it last? I mean, I know we're saying we'll probably eat it quickly.
Yes, I mean,
Maybe you've never tested that.
no. I'm assuming 3 or 4 days because, you know, if it's in an airtight container it is, and there's no butter in there.
Mhm.
So the eggs are cooked,
Mhm.
chickpeas are cooked. I don't have a problem, but it rarely lasts that long. And it's so Moorish. It's when you'll sit there and you're sitting around, you're having a cup of tea, and people just go, oh, just take
Yeah, a little
sliver.
sliver.
A little slice more. It does go quite quickly.
Well, let's let that cool down,
Yes,
and then it's
definitely.
sampling time.
Woo-hoo.
Great. Woo. So Stephanie, we're going to cheat a bit with
Yes.
the tasting because you made this for us last night, which is why I very cheekily asked you to record this today. But you are rushing for your flight in under an hour.
Exactly. Husband is at the airport waiting.
So we do need to
Yeah.
crack on with this, but I love how it's lovely and moist on the
Beautiful.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would be with the oranges and the lemon that you poured over the
Yeah,
top.
we poured over the top, which soaks in and just.
Mhm.
So the joy of this also is that you can have it hot or cold,
Mhm.
which is, I think, is a fun part. So what we do is we put just a little bit. I don't think you need much, just a
Mhm.
little
Ooh,
bit
look at that. So pretty. I like
of
dusting.
dusting icing sugar
Mhm.
on there, and of course when it's hot, it then
Mhm.
it's really lovely. And just go for it. If you're having it hot, which we often do, have it as a pudding afterwards.
Mhm.
As I said to you, you can put anything with it really. Fromage frais, creme
Mhm.
fraiche, Greek yogurt, whatever's good for you. For my family, we've had to adapt it
Mhm.
because I've got some gut problems.
Mhm.
And so that's why I went on to a wheat-free diet, but I also do dairy-free. So I use, maybe there's a soya cream or an oat cream
Lovely.
which can go on it as
Mhm.
well.
Mhm.
And I think that's the joy, that this cake
Mhm.
can be
Mhm.
adapted for all sort of variants of diet.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well,
Shall we sample?
Shall we?
Yeah. I have to say, I'm sorry, that little dip
Yes,
was when I was
I
putting
noticed it, yeah.
drain film on it last night.
Yes, just to prove.
It came out perfectly. So go on, you
Right.
be mum.
I'll be mum.
So I see here we've got some Greek style yogurt
Yeah.
with it, but you could have that or fromage frais or something with it, or
Anything
maybe
you
a
want.
little piece of ice cream or something.
Yes, I mean, really, however you like it. I mean,
Mhm.
you know, again, when I did it for my friends and we used chocolate, we did chocolate ice cream.
Yes,
Which
uh-huh.
is always very nice.
Mhm.
Would you like to pop
I'll have a little
just
bit
a
of
little
this. Yeah,
small
just a
little-
bit of. Are you
just
going
a
to have
taste?
some, or you?
No,
not for your,
I will
your
stick
dairy.
with this. This is good.
Oh,
So
let's
let's
try
dig in.
this. Oh, cake, my favourite. Mm.
See what
Oh,
I mean? So
lovely.
moist.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
So that was from last night.
Mm-hmm. Now that's very interesting. I can't taste the chickpeas.
No.
I can now, but it's just a very
Because
mild.
you know, also because you know what you're eating. But if
Mhm.
you didn't know, very, very few people get it.
Mhm.
I think it's because it's not something you generally use.
Yeah.
But we like to have, we always have a can of chickpeas and
Mhm.
things. So it is one thing I can do.
Yeah,
really quickly,
uh-huh.
you know, so-
So watch out, grandchildren, because you're going to get this soon,
Yes.
and you're going to tell me what's in it. So Stephanie, as usual, thank you so much for coming to the kitchen. I just love it when you're here because we've known each other for how many years? 25, something like that.
Yeah,
Yes,
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you've had children, and we've all got married, and we've gone grey.
Very.
But we've been through it all. But
Yeah.
it's an absolute pleasure having you here.
Well, one of
so-
the lovely things we've always done is exchange recipes. And
Yeah.
have you tried this? No.
Mhm.
Well, try this. You could tweak it this way and tweak
Yeah.
it that way.
Uh-huh.
That's for
Mm.
me, foodies. You know, foodies
Yeah.
love foodies.
Mhm. So anyway, thank you so much, and well,
Cheers.
we'll see
Yes.
you soon.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.